Why are you laughing at it?
You laugh first, nigga.
All right, cool, man. And we back, man, with another episode of Teachers Be Like, man, with Marcus LeVar. And,
That's your name?
Well,
Oh.
with
And
comedian Lamar Tide.
Lamar Tide and Marcus LeVar.
Yeah, there we
This
go.
show gets more and more disorganized the more we do it. I feel like we going backwards.
This
man.
is 6th episode, man.
And you can't remember your name. That's
Yo,
bad.
It's been a long fucking day with these kids, bro.
That's terrible, man.
Straight up. Hey, man, fuck that, man. We got a guest. This is our first guest, bro.
That is a fact.
We had a lot of episodes, 5 episodes, but we ain't bring nobody on. Last week we saw this brother, man, online. We was talking about him. We said, damn it, we got to reach out to him, man. And he came through. Give it up for him, y'all. Stephen Taylor, y'all. No, we gonna ask that shit later, bro. Hey. There it is.
You got reactions. I'll give you the claps up there for
There it is, man. We lit, man. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining us in Zoom, man. Where you at?
I'm in Kansas City, so that's where I've been based out of. I'm in KC Mo.
KC, man, that's
I don't know why I thought you were in Louisiana. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's where I'm originally from. So I was there for about 23 years, and then I moved up here. I've been up here for about 8 years. And it's a great spot. Y'all are in Philly, right?
Yeah.
I wore this just for you today.
Oh, hey, that's love.
You a Flyers fan?
No, I just like Gritty. I just like that mascot. I like he's too good. He's too funny. And I saw this in the thrift store, and I was like, this is mine.
Yeah, we do got the most popular. I feel like the most popular
mascot?
Mascot on the hockey side of the game right now. Is that a thing?
You got like 2 of them. You got the Phillies.
The Fanatic is.
The Fanatic, he's big. Gritty's the biggest that's what Philly's known for, not for winning championships, but for having very good mascots.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, not for all the right shit at all. What the president say, it's a lot of bad things.
A lot of bad things.
Bad things happen in Philly. Hey, man, it's bad things happening in Kansas City, damn it. You ain't never see Ozarks? I saw Ozarks, bro. I saw that shit. I was like, oh shit, Kansas City got some.
Yeah, no, we're for real. I didn't even know that we had a mob until I saw the movie Casino and then Fargo.
Yeah, Casino too. Yeah, word. Hey, man, fuck all that, man. Yo, we was watching your video, man, talking about how you got fired from TikTok, and we're both stand-up comedians. I've been doing stand-up for like 12 years.
I've been doing it for 10 years.
For 10 years itself, and I've been teaching for about 7 years, and I've been saying a lot of crazy shit. All my material is about the kids and stuff like that, and he has a lot of material about the children too, and now we got teacher shows and stuff like that we're doing. And but we're always kind of, kind of think about in the back of our head, like, yo, we gotta kind of watch it. But at the same time, we're like, yo, fuck, this shit is true. So watching your video, bro.
You inspire me, Steven.
Yeah.
You inspire me, man. I'm like, fuck it, fire me. The way we felt, the article said you got like 30 shows. I was like, 30 shows? I don't got 30 shows, man. Fire me. Fire me right now.
Now, look, a little bit of that, you know how it is. A lot of that is just the narrative, right? I had 30 shows just because I work too much. I do comedy. I probably had like 20 of those shows already booked.
Right.
After it, I was like, oh, now I got more free time. And so I just booked like 10 more shows. And now that's the narrative that I get to push is I booked 30 gigs off of this, and it's worked. Like people keep coming out, but
and that's lit.
It's a monkey see, monkey don't do.
What we always say, Ty.
That's what we say. We say comedy is a dick eating ass game, bro. It is. People just it's show business, man. It's sad to say, but that's the game, man. So go ahead, ride the fucking wave, bro.
Hey, look, if this is what it's gonna be, getting fired. For TikTok, it's just not what I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be for stand-up. Like I say crazy shit on stage, but my stand-up is insane. But my TikTok, if you saw the videos, they're like very.
You blurred the background in there. Matter of fact, we talking too much about it. Can we go ahead and check it out right now?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool, man. Let's go ahead and check it out.
You just remember, you can lie. There's nothing that says you have to tell the truth all the time. I teach history. I tell my students the wrong stuff all the time when they annoy me. I tell them that Abraham Lincoln invented the car. That's why it's named after him. I tell them Logan Paul and Jake Paul had a great-grandfather named Paul Revere because they don't even know how names work anymore. And I crop dust them all the time. I save up big, milky, lactose-intolerant farts, and I drop bombs silently because I'm an adult and I know my body. And then I just let it stew. And then I walk away and I go, oh my God, it stinks over there. And then they have to sit with it. And you know what? They can't fire me because they need me too bad.
If I hear it again, I don't know if I can stand it.
I know that's right. Damn,
I
goddamn.
don't know why.
Well,
How long have you been doing comedy?
I'm going on 8 years. So it'll be 9 in January. And yeah, I've heard those TikTok videos. So you know how it is. It's like watching.
I know how it is. I mean, it's after a while you don't want to hear yourself. But fuck that though. You talking about crop dusting the children? That shit, I do that all the time.
Look,
What teacher don't crop dust kids?
I've never crop dusted.
Oh, that's some bullshit, bro. I used to be on lunch duty. Lunch duty's the place to do it because I'm eating, of course. They eating too. There's a bunch of farty ass kids already, bro. You do that right there. Exactly what he said. You walk away and say it stink over there.
Yeah. They would blame you if it was them. If the tables were turned, they would do it to you in a second. And I know. I look. All I'll say is you don't give us bathroom breaks. There's some, we got to do what we got to do.
I get 3 minutes, bro, in between class. Sometimes.
That's crazy.
It sounds like y'all work at more organized schools than I do. Yeah. I will go to the bathroom and I just be like, listen, shit. I'll be back, yo. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, damn. Damn, you just leave the children behind.
Hey, man, you got to go quick, man.
Putting that on the record, that's crazy.
On the record, man.
That's what I'm saying. The shit we say, bro, is a little
crazy, man.
Wait, how long was you working at that school?
So I was working there like 6 years. So you kind of did the same thing that I did, which was you were doing stand-up first.
Yeah.
And I had my degree, but I didn't want to use it because I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to like teaching and that it was going to take me away from stand-up. And then I started teaching and I liked it. And I wasn't able to focus as much on stand-up, but I was good at it. So, I just kind of burned the candle at both ends for 6 years. And then, now that they let me go, it's kind of hog wild. Like I just get to tunnel focus on doing stand-up. But
that's a good fucking talk about, man. That shit is dope, bro.
Man, I can resonate with that because it's like I feel
that's the goal, man.
I don't take the job that serious because I don't want to become that guy. I will be there after school because I care about these kids, man. They some cool ass kids. I want to make sure they all right. I want to pour into them as much as possible, but I care about stand-up. I've been doing this for 10 years.
Comedian first. We say that shit all the time.
That's what I want. So I gotta kind of trade off on that, man. So I fuck with that, man.
That's the same thing that in every job, even this job, that's the kind of thing that's annoying me about it is like when I interviewed for both jobs, I worked in the inner city for like 2 years. And when I interviewed there and in the suburbs, both times they were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, doing stand-up. Like if I'm here, I'm failing at my job.
Word.
I'll give you what you need. I'll do a good job because I care and I like the kids and I'm good at it. But like every principal I've had has known, like they've been to shows, they know what's up. They know that I don't want to do it forever. And that's the other thing is like, I don't want to be the teachers that take themselves too seriously are usually the worst teachers.
Oh my God. Hell yeah.
Weirdest people too.
Yeah.
Very weird. You ever go to a staff happy hour with the teacher who cares?
Oh my God. I just went to one last week, bro. Oh shit. Oh my God. I went around from click to click and it was like, yo, they talking about y'all over there. Like, bro, they talking
just stirring up
trouble over there. Yeah, just stirring shit up. But nah, that shit is corny because we get there to get away from the job and what we end up doing. Talking about the fucking job when we in there.
Oh my God, Devontae, he never wants to listen. Like, I don't want to talk about that motherfucker.
I sometimes I do want to hear some good tea though.
I don't want to hear no shit after 4 o'clock, man. There's drinks around, got wings here. Cut that shit off, man. I don't like to take any job, man.
I want to talk about what do you have going on in your life, and for most teachers, the answer is nothing.
Yeah, that's the sad part, bro. Yeah. And that's why they so fucked up and frustrated. Sometimes they take it out on the fucking kids. You know what I mean? Because it's like you need something else. I thank God we got this little stand-up thing, so I gotta stay at it, bro. I don't lose my.
Yeah.
I'll lose my fucking
You
mind
can
if I
see
didn't have stand-up comedy,
You
bro.
can see it in people's eyes, man, when they don't got nothing else. It's like,
Yo,
they be like,
Oh,
nah,
yeah,
I'm
you know the teachers. You can always tell the teacher that doesn't have anything because they have the biggest binder. They've got
yeah.
Bible of all, and they're like, no, this is a student's work from 10 years ago, and you're like, dude, you got to get rid of it. It does. They don't remember it. You don't need to remember it. They're always the craziest ones, and they're the ones that narc. They're the ones you gotta look out for because they take it so seriously. Like my TikTok video is like not crazy.
Oh, I was about to say, man, with your video, in one you mentioned that you was gonna go ahead and take some other teachers out at the end of the video. Did you actually do that?
Oh, I've been doing it. Yeah, I started this little game show on TikTok called "Which Employee is the Problem."
Oh, shit.
come on. Drop something for us, man.
Oh, dude, you know how it is. I mean, like, dude,
Wow.
when you teach in the public schools, here's the thing. Teachers are like cops, right? Not all of them are good. And I would say most of them are pretty mid. Like,
That's right. Yeah.
are not great at their job. And like, the reason I got fired is because it was public, right? Most people get to resign or they get to retire. They're just like, we'll put up with them for 2 more years because they do stuff like, you know, we had a counselor who was like incredibly racist. Like I was sending emails. Dude, I was sending like HR complaints like, hey, y'all know this person works here? And they were like, yeah, you know, we've been trying to do something about that. And it's like, what do you mean you're trying to do something about it? Like she passed out anti-vax propaganda during professional development, like was going around like, hey, don't take the vaccine. Here's a pamphlet. Like crazy. Telling Latino students that Donald Trump had fixed the immigration system. Just
shit.
Crazy. And so, you know, those are things that like we all got the.
I got a crazy lady at my job. I can't tell you, but yeah, she hit me off with like 3 conspiracy theories the other day, bro. She was talking about chemtrails and shit in front of the kids.
Oh my god,
all kind of shit.
Chemtrails get wild.
Dude, when you let teachers talk.
Yeah.
Chemtrails, mosquitoes. I had a brother. I got a book in here. Somebody gave me a Louis Farrakhan book. He was like, "Go ahead, read this, my brother." I was like, "You had this book on you, man." He just gave me the book.
It's some crazy motherfuckers, and they need people so bad that's why we was shocked. They didn't let you go. We was like, "What the fuck?" Like we need
say
people,
the shit we say on here, man.
Bro, we really need people. We need bodies at this point.
Do y'all teach in the city or in the burbs?
In the city.
I in the city.
Yeah.
So when I taught in the city, no worries. I never worried about anything. I would post whatever. When I left there, I didn't even want to leave. I left because they were going to make me go back to college. And I was like, I can't. I don't have time for that. And when I left, my principal was like, please don't leave. Like, we'll figure out something. And I was like, look, I'm going to the suburbs. They're going to fire me. Like, for sure. They're going to, like, I just knew that when I left into that environment, you know, you've got that hoity-toity. It's just people with money with nothing else to do. You know, it's people just being nosy. And I think when I was teaching in the city, it's like you can get away with murder. You know, like
I've seen some shit like almost could have been murdered.
Like, you know what? We'll talk about that later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We had one teacher when I taught in the inner city who like legitimately put his hands and a ruler and a desk on some kids, you know, like really
in that order.
Probably like it was a varying degree of like stories that we heard.
I was like, come on.
It's a Tekken character.
It's a combo.
That's
little
the
combo.
Move with the desk. You use the desk.
That's up, down, down, B.
But you couldn't like. It took a while to get rid of him, and even then, he just got to like.
Damn.
You know, he got to like.
It's the union. The fucking union it really fucks everything up. You can't fire nobody, man. Except you get fucked up ass teachers, and you can't. It's with every business, but I'm saying you get a fucked up ass teacher, and he choke a kid the fuck out, and the union is like, nah. I mean, you give him a leave, you can't like go.
Right, the union. I mean, we had a teacher that started dating a student that graduated. Like they started dating like the day after he graduated, and you were like, what's going on here? And the union got them to resign. She moved to another district. She's teaching somewhere else. But in my situation, you ask the union, you're like, hey, can you help me out with it? It's all, when it's public, dude, they don't want to mess with it. Like they're like, the union does not work for you. The union works for the district, and their job is to keep shit quiet. Like that's why they'll defend the people that hit kids or the people that whatever, because their job is to keep it on the down low. Like they just don't want people to know what's going on. And I'm telling you, it's so similar to cops. Like that's what I always talk about with teachers, is like the hate that I'm getting online, the same way that people on the left talk about cops and harass and all that, is the same thing that happens with the right with teachers. Like anybody that talks shit to me online, if I go and I dig a little, always
That's funny.
MAGA, American flag, bald eagle.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
All people is hilarious.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, you're doing something good there, man. The comedy, man. You know what I mean? You pushing some.
Yeah, that's what I like. If I'm pissing them off, that makes me happy.
Is your material about the kids?
I try not to focus too much on the kids.
Mhm.
I'll tell a couple of stories, and usually it's about how I fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
But used to be all of my material was about how I used to pretend to be a bad teacher. Like that was my bit. Like the one line that I used to have was I was a teacher. I'm a teacher, and teaching is the easiest job I've ever had. And people would always be like, what? And then you're like, oh, sorry, we got the pressure cooker going. That's going to sound good for the podcast.
No, you good. We can't even hear it.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
probably-
you can't? Dude, these Yeti microphones, what an advertisement for those.
He got a cat trapped in the room, in the next room, man. Don't worry about that.
A cat trapped. It's
He got a TV on with bird videos on.
Yeah, man. You got
And the bird chirping is loud as shit. Like
what do you have?
it's
What, do you teach zoo? Do you
I teach nothing that has to do with cats and birds. I'll tell you that. It's got to trap the cat in there so he don't jump all over us during the podcast.
yeah, it's a frisky little fucker.
I understand. I don't even remember what I was saying, but oh yeah, I would just say like teaching is easy, and then people would be surprised and they'd be like, yeah, the only people that tell you teaching is a hard job are good teachers, you know. And then I would just go through these stories about being a bad teacher, and everybody's got moments where you've been a bad teacher, where you look back and you're like, damn, I might have fucked that kid up for a minute. Like I might have I said something wrong, or whatever it is that you're like, I think
it happens sometimes.
I got to figure that one out later, but that most of my stories were about just like being a bad teacher, moments where I was bad, but then most of it was about how they could never fire me. Like I've probably got, no lie, like 100 videos on my phone or my laptop of me doing stand-up saying they can't fire me.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to go through and cut all of those together.
And
then I'm gonna have me being.
I've been doing stand-up. Teacher stand-up for like 5-6 years now. And man, I didn't know how many comedians that are teachers that have material out there. And actually, different mini tours is out here too. You know what I mean? Doing anything, man. So it's really dope to see, because it's really enough room for everybody. Every time I see a teacher comedian get on stage, it's like they wow the crowd every time. Everybody's looking like, what you got to say about this shit? Everybody else talking about relationships and this and that, but this is fucking, you know what I mean? This is real right here. And and the reactions when you get off stage, people are like, oh my God, do you really do that? You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's dope. I love it, man.
Yeah, they take it really seriously, but I mean, like, that's kind of the thing. Like I went on a teacher tour this summer with my buddies, Lou Ferris and Joe McKenna out of Denver.
Man, that's dope, man.
Yeah. And we just set up our own thing. I've got a friend who's doing board teachers. Lou Ferris just hopped on the board teachers tour.
Oh yeah. My boys just hopped on there too, man.
It's a big thing. And I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be like just a teacher stand-up, but teachers love it. Like they need an escape and a little bit of a break. And I know people veterans tours or fire, first responders tours. And
Yeah.
the teacher is just another. It fits perfectly for comedy. Nothing works better than health insurance. You're off at 3. The only thing
Yes, exactly.
you gotta wake up at 6 a.m.
Teachers love to drink, yo. That's
Love to drink, love to shoot the shit and talk about the job. Like we just said, teachers are gluttons for punishment. They just want you to keep telling me the same thing. I want to feel better. That's all it is. Maybe we can suffer through it together.
Yeah, word, man. Damn, well put.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. We watched the video last week, and I didn't know what to make of you, Steven, man. I was like, I don't know this guy, man.
He said you.
He might be an open mic.
He said you're open micer.
I said he might be. Open micer, man.
He came at you. He came at you hard.
That caught a good lick, man.
I said you was funny, bro. I said I want to ride with you,
man. I give you that, man. You seem like a solid dude in the game, man.
He's gonna go back and see that shit too.
No, he probably wasn't gonna watch it.
Well, look. I mean, like, in all seriousness, when you see people online, what I used to teach my kids, you got to be careful. You can't like trust anything you see online. That was a conversation, HR, because in that video I said that I lie to kids. That video is not funny. You know what I like?
Thank you. I said it. I was like,
I laughed at the crop dusting.
I thought the video was like, all right. I'm like, he got fired for that.
The video's like, okay.
There you go again.
What'd you say?
I'm saying I didn't think it was worth getting fired for. I was like, that's corny. He wasn't even trying to be funny like that. He was saying some shit.
No, I mean, you know how it is. So like I went last year, I was going to resign because my schedule has always been crazy. I travel, I tour, I don't stop. This is like what I want to do. So I was dying at the end of last year. And I was like, I'm going to come back for one more year. I'm just going to build up my TikTok, my social media, and then hopefully I can leave after that and have some momentum. And then, man, it was like the second week of school, and I had always like joked around. Teachers, I think, have joked around about the idea about crop dusting kids that annoy you. Like, I don't think that's like a super unique idea, but I was like, all right, well, I'll try and make a video. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it clean, which sucks. On TikTok, you kind of got to do clean content or else they strike you and then nobody ever sees your shit again. Right. Like if you put anything that says shit, fuck, anything, like they're going to strike it. And so I was trying to
press on TikTok right now. Like TikTok.
They don't care about that.
They don't care about that at all. But it's
just now finding it out. Where were you in 2020? That's what we all found out. We got OnlyFans and TikTok. It was a great year for the boys.
Nah, man.
But yeah, man, that video, like, I was in my classroom. The lighting was good. It was 4:00 past contract hours. And I was like, let me just see if I can make one real quick. I had worked with a bunch of comics. Y'all might know Desi Alexander out of, I worked with Desi, and he was just like, dude, you got to start posting. And he was like, it doesn't matter what it is. You just got to start posting.
Shout out to Desi. Desi got a bunch of funny shit every, like 3 videos a day.
Oh, yeah. He's great. And, he kind of encouraged me to do that. And so I made that post. And you could tell in the video, like, I don't know this is going to be a thing. And then that's my first video I ever posted. And it hit 500,000. Like, dude, that night it was at like 400,000. I was like, whoa. So the next day I woke up and, was like, well, I think I'm going to keep doing that, for whatever reason it worked. And so I made another video. The second video is funnier because I kind of started to figure it out. I was like trying to piece together, okay, what makes it funny? What's good? You know how it is when you're just trying to.
That's what we getting right now. We just getting that too.
Yeah, it's like stand up. It's like you're trying to do these open mics. I don't know how to record stuff online. Like I'm not a youth, I'm just trying to figure out what would my kids want to watch if they were watching it. And so the second video, I think, is kind of what got me in trouble. Really, the fart video started it.
Yeah, the second one was a little more spicy, man. You came in kind of like, I don't.
Second one, he said, "I'm getting all you bitches out."
that was after the fact, right?
Yeah,
the second one.
I was talking about the burgundy shirt one.
Yeah. You talk about when you said you was going to snitch on everybody at the job.
Oh yeah. Everybody that had made it through. Now the second video I made was about drugs because I had a kid who was like, you ever get this question where they're like, "Oh, Mr. So, do you like the za? You like za?" And you're like, yeah.
Oh, that's Zah.
They say
Hey.
you're in Missouri, right? You can't see Missouri.
They say Zah down there.
I didn't know.
Zah is nationwide, bro. It's
I didn't
internet.
know, man. I thought that was
Yeah.
some East Coast shit.
Nah, that's
Look, they'll say it in Philadelphia, they'll say it in Pittsburgh. You got a rural town, they probably don't say that shit there. Missouri's the same way. If I go to Columbia, nobody knows what I'm talking about. But in Kansas City or St. Louis, everybody's aware of what's going on, you know? And so I made that video about drugs. Did you see that video?
I don't think we did see that. I think we missed that one.
I think TikTok hit it. I saw something on my account the other day.
we're gonna run it. We're gonna find it and run it.
See if you can find it. Sometimes they like hide videos on the grid, but that's the one that I posted. And in that, the whole premise is I think it's funny when kids talk about drugs in code. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I teach in an alternative school. How do you think I got the job? Right.
Yeah, word.
That's like the joke. And the district was like, what the hell is this? And it's like, dude, I don't know. It's a joke, you know, and that's what they asked me. They said, how can we tell? Because in that fart video, I said that I lie to kids, and they were like, how many times have you farted on kids?
Yo, you really added you that shit, bro.
I have
Fuck.
I have a quote. I have like a document, like
Oh
I
my
have
God.
they wrote it out that they asked me that.
Okay.
But they asked me that, and they said, how many times have you lied to kids? And I was like,
Yo, that's so
funny
big.
as
Hey,
hell.
hey, Steve, man, we ain't even gonna hold you no longer, man, because we ain't upgrade our Zoom account. But anyway, yo,
I didn't even know you had to do. What the kind of Zoom account is this?
that's I
dog?
don't know. I ain't the
I
one to
ain't
pay
never
for it,
seen
He
man.
cut you off at 40 minutes.
Come on, man.
Teach hour class.
We got 20 subscribers.
Yo, he's stupid.
All right, man. Hey, look, yo.
Yo, man, for
Bro.
man, I think it's pointy that they fired you, but I'm glad you got fired. For teachers everywhere that do comedy, man, this
Word.
is inspirational. I hope
It's
you-
motivational to me,
I
man.
hope
Word.
you-
Straight up.
You take this as far as it goes, man, and I hope the shit works out, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, man, you ever coming up this way, man, please let us know, man. And I mean, hopefully we can work something out anyway, man.
I'm gonna hit you on the DMs, man. We're gonna exchange information and all that, man. That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
definitely. Let me know if y'all ever want to come out to KC. We do stuff all over. I got a buddy that's that Joe guy. He lives in Boston, so we're planning to run in like the spring, kind of around the Northeast, around the summer. So I'll definitely hit y'all up.
All right, man. Hey, man, same here too, man. We're gonna do something around Teacher Appreciation Week. All
Nice.
right. All right, man. Nice talking to you, man. Peace, man.
All right, be good, y'all.
Why are you laughing at that?
You laugh first.